So I called the charge point up because the dude lied to me, right? I said I got here. I was using the charge point app, and he I go, so this isn't charge point, this is EV. He says, he says this is EV Connect. And so, and he tells me, there'll be a $25 holding fee until you get the charge, get charged, electricity, get your batteries juiced up. And straight freaking lied. How how did how do they get off doing this crap to people when they know they're out here, they can be stranded, and they do this crap to them, and they think, they try to make your bank account, they try to make it bounce and do all this stuff to make it hectic for you. And I told them, I said, you know what? I said, that's freaking nasty. And I said, you guys shouldn't be doing this to people out here. I said, we could be stranded out here trying to get our cars charged. And I said, and the dude, he lied to me. He said this wasn't charge point. I just looked on my bank account right now, and it wasn't $25. They charged me $50. And he started acting stupid the same way. Oh, let me have your email and I'll check to see what's going on and this and that. And well, if I would have actually, even if it would have charged up, it would have been $12, and I just charged it for free. There's only about like 20 minutes left. See, check this out. See, this thing is pumping juice at. California has the most expensive electricity. Let's face it, okay? If you're in Utah, this would be pennies. But California has the most expensive electricity in the nation, second only to Hawaii. But can't squeeze blood from a turnip, right? This is what we got. And so it's 60 cents a kilowatt, 50 cents. That place was charging 61 cents a kilowatt. And this thing's putting out 6 kilowatt hour. So it took me about 2 hours to charge. So that's about a 12 kilowatt hour. So do the math, 12 times 60 cents. Well, that's not $12. But it was more than 2 hours anyways, a little bit more than 2 hours. But for free. A kilowatt hour in California is 50 cents. This thing is putting out 6 kilowatt hour. So that's 50 cents times 6. That's $3. So basically it was like $6. But it's almost completely charged up. So I'll let you see here. See there? It's charging at 240 volts. So that means that it's charging at 6,000 watts. 6,000 watts is a lot of energy. So there's about 45 minutes left. And you can see it's charging for free here. See how it has those things where you put your credit card or whatever? You don't have to do any of that. You just plug it in. It recognizes the automobile and automatically starts charging. And so I've got just a little bit longer. So I'm going to try to make it to Walmart. I'm going to go home, take a shower. I had those graham crackers today. They taste okay, but I don't think they put any molasses in it. I have to look, but it's got a lot of vanilla. So anyway, I think I'm just going to go ahead and disconnect this because it's only going to take like maybe 20 minutes at the house plugged in. And that way I could get ready to go because it's already up to, it's almost completely back to where it was. It's only got like probably 30 minutes and it'll be back up, you know, where I was 30 miles ago. And so now I just got to wait for this $50 to get back into my bank account because you know they're a bunch of freaking. But you know, sitting here, I realized this car doesn't have no stuff in it. This is like the freaking base model. It doesn't even have cruise control. I'm like, I live off cruise control. I didn't even notice it's supposed to have two big things right here, right? And then it's supposed to have a whole bunch of buttons, all kinds of stuff. This one doesn't have nothing. I've never noticed that. So no cruise control. That is a drag, man. I freaking live on cruise control. But anyhow, I'm gonna go home and write. I think I just, yeah, because it's back up. I will, let me see how many miles I got. Okay, so I started at, it was like at 34, I think. But it went up to 38 by 10:30. So, let me see. It's like 30 miles. That was at 10:30. What time is it now? 11:30, so that's 1 hour. Okay, so I'll disconnect it here. And we're sitting at 60, 63, no, 62. Okay, so I'm going to put 11:30. We're at 63. I'll do the math later when I get home. But I'm going to go ahead and disconnect it here. Go over to the house, plug it back in so that it gets topped up all the way to the top. And because it's showing 40 minutes, but I don't think it, because it was saying 2.5 hours, and it's almost completely charged, and it was only 1 hour. Okay, so I'm going to take off to the house, and then I'm going to make myself a list, and I'm going to go to work. So this is nice, right? But I got to stop through Huron, and I'm going to top it up in Huron for free because the chargers, all the chargers in Huron are free. I'm going to top it up, and then I might check it out in Lemoore because in Lemoore they actually have a fast charger. I still want to charge up. That's too much stuff to do today. But yeah, so I still got to figure out the fast charger, right? That'll make it a piece of cake. So thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later. Let me unplug this thing. Okay, we're at 62. Yeah, 62, and it's 11:30. Okay, so we go here. Right. How are you supposed to unplug it? Okay, it beeped, so. Hey, I did not know that you can. I did not know that you can do that without the battery packs. You know, like how Tesla, they have the power wall, and all the fast chargers, they have big batteries there. Well, I guess because that's for night. Right? So these don't have any batteries, just pure off pure solar panels. But there's no battery. There's no batteries here, so you can't charge at night. At night it turns off. That red light comes on. I'll go back and make for sure, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for leaving the comments. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you later. I'll be trying to make that run up to Hanford for the first time in an electric vehicle. Oh, you know what? I think the batteries are right. No, I don't know. Yeah, somebody's making burritos or something. Talk to y'all later. So I just got a whole bunch of miles for free off free energy. I just got a whole bunch of miles free off free energy. Pumping 6,000 watts, 6 kW. I got about 12 kilowatt hours of charge for absolute free from free energy off of Mr. Sun. Isn't that bizarre? That's pretty crazy, ain't it? Okay, stay tuned.